Plot twist in Angela Deem and Michael Ilesanmi's 90-Day Fiancé storyline leaves fans shocked. New information about 90-Day Fiancé couple Angela Deem and Michael Ilesanmi's story so far has been uncovered, which fans did not get to see on the show at all. Angela is from Georgia and began a relationship with Nigerian man Michael after meeting him online. Angela didn't hesitate while voicing her opinions about Michael on camera. She thought Michael was after her money and wanted a green card. Michael's visa to come to America was finally approved in December. However, just 2 weeks later, Michael disappeared from Angela's house and now lives in Texas. So far, viewers believe that Angela was funding Michael's life in Nigeria, considering she'd made him quit his job due to her insecurities. Now new information has been revealed. Viewers believe that Angela was funding Michael's life in Nigeria, considering she'd made him quit his job due to her insecurities. Bloggers such as Mary Pants have been reporting that it may have been the other way around. As per the blogger, Michael sent Angela over $200,000. Michael's lawyer filed a motion to dismiss Angela's annulment petition. Among the many jaw-dropping admissions in it, the motion included a paragraph that reveals the amount of money Michael had seemingly been sending Angela during their relationship between and. Respondent wired petitioner over $235,425 to help her when she asked. It added. As per the screenshot, Angela allegedly asked Michael to put the money into an account so they could have the money until he could get a driver's license and a job. Shockingly, it appears that in her response, Angela admitted that Michael sent her $100,000 and then $200,000 throughout their relationship. The motion and exhibits reveal even more disturbing details, including Angela's alleged use of a taser. The blogger wrote in their caption what Michael giving money to Angela in the relationship means. When Angela and Michael began dating, Angela was suspicious from the start. She believed he might be scamming her since he had messaged her out of the blue. She often acted as though she was superior to Michael because she was from America, and this attitude showed in how she treated him throughout their relationship. Angela had even accused Michael of stealing from her. She claimed she had left him her bank card while visiting Nigeria and returned to the US to find only $1 left in her account. Michael firmly denied the accusation, insisting he wasn't a gold digger. Meanwhile, Angela was afraid that Michael would cheat on her again after he admitted to being unfaithful with a local woman. She forbade him from going to work and led fans to believe she was financially supporting him. However, the money Michael gave to Angela was likely his share of their joint earnings from 90-Day Fiancé or platforms such as Cameo, social media, and others. Rather than sending him money from her own pocket, Angela was allegedly keeping his portion of the show earnings as well, effectively taking control of both her and Michael's income. Our take on Angela supposedly taking money from Michael. Angela may have been taking money from Michael to help bring him to America. When she yelled about supporting him, it may have actually been the other way around. Angela seemingly told Michael he needed to pay for his own visa, which could explain why she was upset about him having a piggy bank account. Angela may have expected him to be fully transparent about his finances, especially since his income was going to her. Eventually, Michael had to start a GoFundMe to cover legal fees after Angela threatened him with an annulment. 90-Day Fiancé's big reveal for Michael Ilesanmi and Angela Deem might explain why they're not currently living happily ever after. Warning. The following contains spoilers for the 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Episode The Liar, The Witch, and The Postnup. Watch the episode now with a Max subscription or read at your own risk. Michael Ilesanmi and Angela Deem are always good for some drama, but considering we had the heads up that the couple would reach a major milestone with Michael finally getting his visa by the end of 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, I expected their storyline in Season 8 to be pretty positive. Instead, it's been as stressful as ever, and the latest episode even featured a wild reveal that has me shocked. Angela stayed in it long enough to bring him to the United States in the first place. For those not up to speed on current events for the couple, Michael fled Angela's house earlier this year and reportedly told police he feared for his life and wouldn't return. He's since popped up on social media and is now living elsewhere in the United States, and Angela has hinted she'll never appear on 90-Day Fiancé again. Given all the drama, it makes her reveal about Michael's Facebook activities feel all the more relevant as a possible indication that Michael's impromptu disappearance may have been planned the entire time. Michael was the admin for a Facebook group of African men seeking American women. The latest 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? The episode picked up with Angela still fuming that Michael told her to go back to America for 2 weeks while he waited for his next visa appointment. When she questioned how he knew it would take 2 weeks to hear more, he cited a social media group he frequented where he spoke with others familiar with the process. Angela asked to see the page, and for reasons only he would truly understand, Michael handed her his phone. There, Angela discovered a page in which several African men were sharing information on how to find a wife in the United States, and making jokes about scamming them for a life in the country. What's even worse is that Angela found out Michael was one of the administrators on the page, and was allowing this kind of conversation to carry on. Angela, disgusted with her husband and feeling like she was being scammed, left him, and the episode more or less ended on that note. Of course, we know they eventually reconciled, but the reveal is very interesting in hindsight. Did Michael really plan to leave Angela all along? Angela has previously alleged that she felt Michael was scamming her, but many 90 Day Fiancé fans weren't buying it. After all, if Michael was a scammer only in it for a green card and life in the United States, couldn't he find another person in the United States who wouldn't fly to Nigeria to deface his car or get in hotel brawls following a charity event? I used to think the fact that Michael stayed with Angela despite their dysfunctional moments was proof the relationship was real, but this latest discovery by Angela felt pretty damning. I also previously assumed that Michael leaving Angela's home was a spur-of-the-moment decision. After the discovery of the social media group of scammers, however, I'm beginning to think that Michael was waiting for his opportunity to leave as soon as he had assurances that there was no way Angela could get him kicked out of the United States once he was settled in. As of writing, they're not currently together, though we haven't heard an official word of their divorce yet. So, for now, they're not on the married 90-day couples who split list, but we'll see if that's still the case by the end of the year. 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Airs on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and streams on Max. The season is rolling right along, and with all the mounting drama with Michael and Angela, I'll be very curious to see how this tell-all plays out and when it was filmed. 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem reveals shocking prediction about Michael Ilesanmi's life with new family. 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Star Angela Deem divulged what she thinks Michael Ilesanmi will do in America after leaving her. Angela could never trust Michael after he admitted to cheating. She gave him multiple chances to prove he loved her, but Michael cheated on Angela with a woman he met on Instagram. She was suspicious of Michael. Even after he came to the US, Angela even hired a private investigator to look into his past. She spoke about a woman named Cheetah whom Michael met in his WhatsApp group. It appears Michael might already have a new girlfriend. Monsters and critics reported that Angela went live on TikTok, via 90 Day Fiancé Forever, to declare that Michael is soon going to have babies in the US. Mark my words, next thing we're gonna hear is he's got someone pregnant, Angela predicted. She also told her followers she could guarantee it's not going to be just one baby but that Michael would have multiple children because he has had several babies on his mind. Angela even compared Michael's mind to a child's mind, insinuating that Michael was immature and infantilized. Angela Deem claims everyone knows Michael Ilesanmi lies. It could be that Angela's followers who were tuned into the live didn't like her choice of words. She started defending what she had said by telling her fans how Michael was not the person they saw on TV. She assured them that they didn't know Michael other than what they'd seen of him on 90 Day Fiancé or probably on social media. Y'all don't know him. I do. He has a child's mind that ain't growed, sick, up yet, she added again. Angela said his duality could be proven by the way he acts in real life. Angela reminded her fans that Michael told the cameras he didn't have a phone because she had broken it during a fight. However, she noticed that, during a recent interview, Michael accused Angela of checking his phone all the time after he came to the US. So which is it? She asked. Angela accused Michael's supporters of not being very bright because they can't catch on to how Michael can't keep his story straight because it's called LIE, she continued. Angela thinks Michael is a good liar because he believes everything that comes out of his mouth is the truth. Angela thinks all 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Fans are aware that Michael is a liar, but they continue to sit and applaud him. She wants fans to see through Michael's claims and start believing in what she says about him. Angela knows what her husband is like, and fans only see one side to Michael on the screen. However, it doesn't hide the fact that Angela was abusing Michael in the relationship and making life terrible for him, even more so after he came to the US, so there was no option left for Michael but to leave. 90 Day Fiancé's Angela Deem reveals shocking new update about future after Happily Ever After. During a recent TikTok live session, Angela Deem discussed her future plans with the network after her appearance on 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? She first connected with Michael Ilesanmi from Nigeria on Facebook, and after some twists and turns, they tied the knot in January. However, Michael's past infidelities and questionable behavior have taken a toll on Angela, causing her to express her frustrations on screen, which some fans find concerning and even unacceptable. As a result, some viewers are ready for the network to fire Angela and focus away from her aggressive and abusive personality. In May, Angela said she would say goodbye to the franchise after wrapping up 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 8. However, she recently changed her statement and claimed she's still a part of the franchise. On her latest TikTok live, via 90dayfiancé.news, Angela commented on her current relationship with the network and revealed some surprising things about her future. She said, "You know, I'm still at TLC." Angela claimed she was loyal to the network and the company producing the show. She added, "I love Sharp Entertainment," admitting they've treated her well. Should Angela Deem leave the 90 Day Fiancé franchise for good? It's high time for Angela to transition away from reality TV. At nearly 60 years old, she deserves to find a loving partner who will stand by her side. Angela spent close to 7 years with her Nigerian husband, Michael, who unfortunately let her down by leaving her. The whole scandal played out for all to see, leading to a lot of hurtful remarks and public embarrassment for Angela. Perhaps now is the moment for Angela to be more private about her personal life. She should aim to find a partner who aligns with her values. Angela's statement is surprising but not unexpected. She has been part of the franchise for over 6 years, therefore, she has built great relationships with everyone involved in the show, including the production company. It'll be interesting to see if Angela returns to another 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, as she is still as controversial as ever. The network values drama and would probably love to cast Angela again. Perhaps viewers will see Angela return in 90 Day. The Single Life, trying her hand at romance once again. Angela's recent statement might bring joy to her loyal fans, but it might not sit well with those who are tired of seeing her on TV. A while back, many people were thrilled when Angela hinted that she wouldn't be on the 90 Day Fiancé spin-off anymore. Unfortunately, her recent announcement suggests she'll return to the show. This news might stir up some emotions among fans, potentially causing more drama. It'll be interesting to see how viewers react once Angela confirms her return to 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Chances are, it might not be received positively.